On today's show, we discuss the various beach issues that is impacting tourists' experience. Plus, in today's lifestyle segment, we'll reveal why it might be okay to continue drinking diet soda if you go on a diet. And we have a local jazz pianist on the show today who has garnered much success in the United States. 15 on 15 starts right now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. The beach is Aruba's main asset in attracting tourists over. Yet, there are still so many areas that needs to be better controlled and monitored. I sat down with the director of AHATA who says a broad beach policy is needed in order to reach that goal of attracting the more affluent market over.
One of the main concerns AHATA has regarding the beach is the renting out of umbrellas. By allowing these rentals causes a ripple effect for the cruise tourists using these umbrellas and the hotel guests under palapas.
You've got umbrellas being rented, totally out of control as to who's renting these umbrellas, who's controlling it, and so on and so forth. You have cruise visitors being dumped at the hotels and being told, go now, use the beach. And they're renting umbrellas and equipment and so on and so forth, and sitting in front of the guests who are staying in the hotels, which is really, how shall I say, it's creating a negative impact, a negative experience for the hotel guests, many of whom are paying, a substantial amount of money to stay in the hotel, and these cruise visitors just come in for the day. So that's causing a great deal of issue.
The regulation of water sport operations on the beaches is another concern. Reason being, not all operators have the proper paperwork to legally conduct business. More importantly, if an accident does occur, some of them have insurance, others don't.
We've got the water sports problem of unlicensed, uninsured, uncontrolled. There are some very good water sports operators, some properly managed, very professionally managed, have all the proper insurances, but there are others that are not. And the guests are having issues with that, and that's why AHATA had to put up signs at the beach. I'm sure you've seen them, basically, use water sports at your own risk.
Jim says this is a work in progress with the government. A drafted policy has been made for a broad management of the beach. However, it has yet to be made official. The beach activities needs to be properly managed. This needs to be done in order to attract the higher spending visitors.
We kept asking, look, there has to be some kind of proper control, there has to be some kind of proper policy to manage the whole beach experience. And to be fair, the Ministry of Tourism and the Department of Infrastructure has gone out and attempted to develop such a policy, but it still hasn't been implemented. And that's what we keep asking for. It's just a situation which just has got to be improved. We're striving to bring in a more affluent, a higher spending visitor who's going to contribute more to the island. And we cannot have the experience compromised, and this is one of the concerns that we have. We're grateful for the fact that a policy has been drafted. We're not so happy that it's yet to be implemented.
In other local news, for a few months now, there has been an issue with the newly constructed water fountains on Main Street. The issue was simply that there was no water coming out of the fountains, but with the Department of Public Works stepping in, by the end of this week, all water fountains part of the Main Street project will be functioning.
The water fountains haven't been working on Orangestad Main Street was due to the fact the contractor Monbraca had failed to settle with the subcontractor in charge of the water fountains. Without pay, the subcontractor took the chips needed for the water fountains to work and left. The Department of Public Works broke their contract with Monbraca for the fountain, so they now deal directly with the subcontractor who constructed the fountains. This way, the warranty on the fountains will be secured. Since Saturday, the water fountain near La Moderna has been working. It is scheduled by the end of this week for all the water fountains to work.
When we come back, we'll tell you why in some cases, if you are trying to lose weight, it is better to drink diet soda than water. We have a good reason, I promise. Then we'll get into how credible Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia, is. And finally, tech gadgets are essentially erasing our short-term memory. Why and how can we fix it? Coming up next. Welcome back from the break. Can it be true that drinking diet soda can help you to lose more weight than drinking water? Well, according to a new study, yes. Before you get too excited though, there is a catch.
A new study says if people who regularly drink diet sodas are looking to lose weight, they should just continue drinking those beverages. Reason being, researchers split a group of 300 people who drink diet sodas in half. These folks were looking to lose weight. One group was told to continue drinking diet sodas, while the other group was banned from it. It turns out the group who continued drinking the diet sodas lost more weight. The key here is that people who stopped drinking diet sodas wanted to compensate for what they were missing. So they'd take in more juice or ate more chocolate to fill in that void of not having diet soda.
So the message here is quite clear. There is no need to deprive yourself when dieting, so try to take it easy. Now, many online users opt to go to Wikipedia to find answers. Here's something about Wikipedia you should know. Anybody, I mean any Joe Schmo, can go onto Wikipedia and insert facts about any topic. For instance, in my university debate class, my team had to argue why Wikipedia is not a credible source. So we, as students, went into the topic of tequila and wrote that it is actually healthy to take a shot of tequila every morning. Of course, this is not true, but we were able to insert this false information onto the Wikipedia page, submit it officially, and had the time to print out that page before it was deleted by Wikipedia people. So you get the point. Now, scientists are saying the online encyclopedia contains errors in 9 out of 10 of its health stories and should be treated with caution. So be careful with that. And moving on to your tech gadgets, they are destroying your memory. According to new research, our high-tech habits, such as constantly being on Instagram, reading news on laptops, or going to the search engine for everything, is impacting our short-term memory.
Let's start with Instagram. We are less likely to remember something when we take a photo of it. When we take a picture, we subconsciously count on our camera to capture the moment for us. So, to fix that, take some time to soak in the scene before snapping a photo of it and posting it on Insta. Also, getting the news digitally also impacts your short-term memory. It has been proven that people who read text on screen have lower levels of reading comprehension than people who read the same material on a printed page. And turning to a search engine every time your memory fails is a no-no. People who are less likely to remember information when they know they can just look it up after, meaning the existence of the internet search engines can actually make us feel more forgetful. So make the effort to remember.
There you have it. Make those adjustments to strengthen your short-term memory. On that note, we will be right back. Take a look to see what is coming up next. An Aruban has recently graduated from the second best music school in the United States. He will be returning to college to get his master's degree. Once finished, he plans on passing down what he has learned to the aspiring local talents on the island. Let's meet Jamal, the jazz pianist.
Jamal Baptist fast-tracked and graduated from the University of Indiana's Jacobs School of Music. The prestigious school's admission process is extremely selective. As a pianist, Jamal reveals the magic he believes is behind his instrument.
I love the piano because there's so much more you can do. You use all 10 fingers. It's like an orchestra, in one instrument. You can create different textures, different colors, and by that I mean different sounds, with each finger. What I really love about playing the piano is mainly is about entertaining. I like playing for the people. When they hear, I want them to be able to tap their feet, and maybe bob their head a little. And so that's my main reason for playing, and that's what I love, and that's why I chose piano, really.
Jamal wants to take what he learns from Indiana University and apply it to Aruba, the local music. He wants to incorporate more jazz into the island vibe.
I'm looking into jazz education, and part of jazz education is being able to execute certain, jazz elements and jazz aesthetics. So my goal is to be a teacher, to teach jazz, here or in Europe or wherever I can, because the influence of jazz can be found everywhere. Maybe not the jazz swing itself as what we know as jazz, but jazz improvisation, is very, or has been very influential, in the past 50 years or more. So it's very important to me, and it's something I want to be able to teach and develop, and also add to the Aruban local music.
The jazz pianist wants to encourage all local music talents to go for their dreams. They have the opportunity to explore more about their genre of music and to reach a higher level of success.
I would tell them, don't stop believing in yourself. Keep doing, keep practicing, because as Arubans, we have talent, hands down we have, and if people see what we're capable of, they will come for us. They would ask for us. So don't stop, because I mean, I never thought I would have made it, but I did. And you know what? I'm from Aruba. You know, I grew up in San Nicolas, and I went to Colegio de Bano, so I'm no different than any other young musician here in Aruba. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. Just keep studying, stay focused, get good grades in high school, in school, graduate, so that you won't have any issues with that.
On the next show, Jamal discusses why being an Aruban has actually helped him become a better jazz pianist. Furthermore, he will explain how his rich culture has had professional musicians single him out to perform with them. So be sure to join us Wednesday night at 7:15 for that. We will see you then.